Divide with whole numbers and fractions. So whole numbers can be turned into fractions by putting them over 1. So example 1, if a tree grew 2.5 feet every year, how many years will it take to grow 20 feet? So we're going to use the expression below. So we're going to go 20 divided by 5 over 2. Instead of using 2.5, we're using 5 over 2. So let's go ahead and rewrite this. So if we have 20, which we could put over 1, right? A whole number can be turned into a fraction by putting it over 1. Now, what we're going to do here, right, we really can just change this division, right, to multiplication. We're going to do that to show multiplication. And then we take the reciprocal of the second fraction, right? So we're going to go over 2 over 5. And then we can go ahead and multiply. And so we would multiply what's on the top, and then we multiply what's on the bottom. But before we do that, we notice we have a 20 and a 5. Well, this 5 divided by 5 is 1. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So now we have 4 times 2. Well, that's 8. 1 times now 1, which is 1. So what do we get? We get 8. Now, we could have also just gone like this, right? 20 times 2. So 20 times 2 is 40. 1 times 5 is 5. And then we could have just divided the top and the bottom by 5. 40 divided by 5, that's 8. 5 divided by 5, well, that's 1. So that's equal to 8. So you can do it, right? Either method is just to show you how you can get to the answer by either way. So let's go ahead and look at the second example. Example 2, we're going to use the expression below to solve. So we're going to go 96 over 1. We're going to actually just leave it as division for now. And then what we're going to do, right, we're going to change this to multiplication and take the reciprocal of this one. So that leaves us to 96 over 1. Now we're going to multiply, but we have to take the reciprocal. And then we can go ahead and multiply, right? And so we multiply the top and we multiply the bottom together. And then one thing we can do is we can actually see that 96 and 39 can both be divided by 3. So 96 divided by 3, which if you need to do it on the side, you can, but that's going to be 32. And then 39 divided by 3, well, that's going to be 13. So that should make it a little bit easier for us to now multiply. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 32 times 8. So let's go ahead and do that. 2 times 8 is 16, carry the 1. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So we get 256. 1 times 13 is just 13. And that would be our solution. An obvious solution, because 256 over 13 can't be reduced any further, because 256 is not divisible, right? We couldn't divide a whole factor of 13 out of it. So that's our final answer.